Okay, the Chinese master Chuan Tzu, he wrote once, the purpose of words is to convey ideas, and when the ideas are grasped, the words are forgotten. And he asked, where can I find a man who has forgotten words? He's the one I'd like to talk to. And the Rumi guy, the Sufi, he said, words again. Even though you tie 100 knots, the string is one. Again, even though you tie 100 knots, the string is one, by Rumi. And that's Pluto in Aquarius, right? The whole Aquarius, and Pluto trying to control and tie as many knots as he can. So the time that we go into, again, this Pluto in Aquarius is 20 years. It's a generation that's going to be growing up, being born between 24 and 44, 20 years. It's an indifferent and impersonal and system transforming mindset that's going to take place. And it replaces the collective mindset we had until this time. So it means in Aquarius it's non-individual, but it's open, you know, omninet. And at the same time with Uranus and the positions it's going through until the opposition to Pluto, is really also at the same time about self-sufficiency and the organization of communities that are self-sustained or self-reliant and self-resourceful. This is what Uranus in Taurus is about the 8 next years, until Pluto in Aquarius then transforms the society. So Pluto in Aquarius has an element of deep state in it too, because Pluto is the controller and Aquarius is the group, the society, all of mankind. And then to sum up, we said during this time we will also see the mirror to the extraterrestrial world, the technology and the communication, because even Pluto cannot hide this in Aquarius anymore due to other frequencies that are coming in. We discussed before the Sagittarius and Pisces positions of other celestial bodies that mean that you have a new management coming in, a new meaning of what the purpose of mankind is about. So that's the whole briefing about Pluto in Aquarius. It seems like it's 8 years away, and with Uranus that rules Aquarius in Taurus first, changing everything about land and property and resources, but it hangs together because we're already having the first planets going into Aquarius before Pluto. So Saturn, Jupiter will be in 2021, already opening all of this up, what we're discussing now, with the entire technological communication and computing revolution. But it's really a technological consciousness revolution. Electromagnetic frequencies that change the thinking of people all at once. Some of the population may not adapt to it, and others will almost sail ahead of it. So you'll see different realities at the same time, from one extreme to the other. And Pluto is extreme, and Aquarius is extreme too. Both are very fixed, very determined, and there's going to be almost no option during that time. So it's a 20-year window I'm discussing, which hangs together with the extraterrestrial mirror, and that's really telling us in a short time, about 8 years from now, begins an absolute transformation of all of it, of this planet. And again, this is all what we're discussing here with our friends, the Nordics, and that's why it's called the Nordic Notebook, the blue book, the Nordic Notebook.